Well, here I am on YouTube. I know it's noisy and I'm in a noisy car driving. I apologize. This was a suggestion that I had, and I hope this works out. If it doesn't work out, then, well, sorry. So this is a song that Ryan suggested to me that I listened to. Ryan, of course, he loves Bruce Springsteen. He's talked about it in previous videos. He grew up with Bruce Springsteen. His dad loved Bruce Springsteen, and of course Ryan loved it as well. So it's very like close to Ryan, these songs, and so he suggested I listen to this song, Outlaw Pete. I picked the London Calling live in Hyde Park from 2009 version. I kind of like live reactions a little better, and I know Ryan does too. And I think Bruce is something to be listened to live. From the last Bruce songs I've reacted to with Ryan, of course. I've enjoyed them live, and so this makes more sense for me to watch this live. Yeah, up to this point, I've enjoyed listening to Bruce Springsteen, but of course Ryan is it's very nostalgic for him to listen to it, and I don't know if I have that for Bruce at all. My dad certainly didn't listen to Bruce Springsteen, but I do get the reason why he's such a classic performer. And yeah, so I'm going to give this a listen and see where it goes. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, harmonica. You can always get with harmonica.
Born a little baby on the Appalachian Trail. At 6 months old, he done 3 months in jail. He robbed the bank in his diapers and his little bare baby feet. All he said was, folks, my name is Outlaw Pete. I'm Outlaw.
Oh, wow.
Can you hear me? That 25 Mustang pony, heated steel, rode around and around on heaven's wheel. Father Jesus, I'm an outlaw, killer, and a thief. I slow down only to sow my grief. I'm outlaw Pete. I'm outlaw Pete. Can you hear me? He got his trail of tears across the countryside. Where he went, women wept and men died.
himself into that role, hey?
His guns have got to
Covered in
drop.
sweat. Oh my goodness.
He said, Pete, you think you've changed, but you have not. He cocked his pistol, pulled the trigger, and shouted, let it start. Pete drew a knife from his boot, threw it, and pierced Dan through the heart. Dan smiled as he lay in his own blood, dying in the sun. He whispered in Pete's ear, we cannot undo these things we've done. You're outlaw, Pete. Outlaw, Pete. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, look at the crowd.
For 40 days and nights Pete rode and did not stop, till he sat high upon an icy mountain top. He watched them all upon a desert of death, slip and slide. Moved to the edge of Dougie Spurs into his pony's side.
Does he always wear a
Some
hat?
say Pete and his pony vanished over the edge.
Must be for just this song.
Some say they remained frozen high upon that icy ledge. Young Navajo girl washes in the river, her skin so fair, and braids a piece of Pete's buckskin chaps into her hair. Outlaw Pete, outlaw Pete, can you hear me? 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 Can you hear me?
Oh, wow. Okay, so that was probably, in my opinion, probably the best song I've listened to by Bruce Springsteen. And the reason I can say that is, I mean, it's kind of weird. It's a little weird saying it because I'm driving a car and kind of distracted, of course, by driving. I'm not totally distracted. I'm just on a highway, so it's like pretty simple to drive. It's weird also because I'm doing this through a phone, and so the audio that I have isn't great. But it didn't matter. Even with the audio that I had, listening to it, seeing the crowd, getting a sense, I got chills. Like as I'm like listening to the lyrics and this story that he's telling, I kind of got just a touch of what Ryan, I think, feels or thinks when he sees Bruce. And of course, he's loved Bruce his whole life. I see him and I think, like, man, the guy is such a icon of rock. He's been there for so long, and he just like he crushes it on stage. He's one of the most compelling performers because he's so passionate when he sings. He just, he puts his entire heart into the performance. His voice just carries the weight of what his face is doing. If that makes any sense, it probably makes no sense. But as I was watching that, I was listening to it, and I could hear the story he's telling about the Outlaw Pete. It just, partly I wish I had the lyrics as well so I could follow along, but I still got the feel of it. And I don't know if I've got it that strong from other Springsteen songs. So it was an excellent choice on Ryan's part to pick that one. Okay, sorry about that. The camera overheated in the middle of me talking. Anyway, what I was trying to say there was it was certainly a good choice on Ryan's part of a song to pick because it could cut through even the noise and the limitations of doing this kind of a reaction in a vehicle, and still get me enough to want to go back and listen to it in a headphone studio situation and really get a full sense of the song. So thanks for that, Ryan. I'm sure you're going to say something in the comments, snarky, but yeah, it's okay. If you like the reaction and you want us to do more like this, feel free to hit us up on Patreon. We got all kinds of ways to get a hold of us. We also have a really excellent growing community on Discord, and that's where you can really see some of this stuff happen when we do live reactions there. Feel free to connect with us in whatever way you see fit, and that was cool. Thanks, Ryan, and thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.